The EHRT Professional Line Bending Machine is ideally suited to heavy-duty industrial development. That means high reliability, above all in series production and in multi-shift operation too. These machines are set apart from the rest by their long service life and the kind of precision that has never been achieved before. Thanks to spring-back compensation, even single pieces and small runs can be bent very precisely and economically. From the first part to the last, bending accuracy of plus or minus 0.2 degrees can be achieved. In the new SV version, development of the very newest technology enables speeds of up to 50 millimeters, 2 inches per second to be run. Thanks to the servo valves, which can be controlled very precisely, it has been possible to improve bending accuracy even further. The EB Professional has a bending force of 30 tons and can thus bend copper materials up to 160 millimeters, 6 inches wide, and 20 millimeters, 3/4 of an inch thick. The EB Professional has a bending force of 40 tons and can bend copper materials up to 200 millimeters, 8 inches wide, and 20 millimeters, 3/4 of an inch thick. The hydraulic cylinder, situated below the faceplate, gives the machine the maximum bending freedom. Special tools also make it possible to carry out difficult bending operations. Basically, the bending procedure with spring-back compensation consists of 2 strokes. The heart of automatic spring-back compensation, the angular measurement system. During the bending process, 2 flat-sided bolts turn the bending prism with integrated electronic angular measurement. The amount of turn is recorded precisely and evaluated electronically, and so the desired angle is achieved. First, the pre-selected angle of 90 degrees is bent with the first stroke. Then, the bending punch is retracted to take the tension off the part being bent. Now, taking the spring back into account, the bending machine measures the actual bent angle, which can vary depending on the material and its structure. Now the second stroke is carried out, the PowerBend software having calculated precisely how much overbend will be necessary. Now the desired angle of 90 degrees is achieved. The high degree of angle precision, plus or minus 0.2 degrees, is achieved on the first workpiece without the need for any further work. Here, there is hardly any waste during setup. Wherever bending prisms with integrated angular measurement cannot be deployed because of their size, for example where there is not enough room between 2 bends, bending prisms without angular measurement can be used. In cases like this, the control unit can be switched over from angular to stroke measurement. The stroke of the bending ram and thus the immersion depth of the punch in the prism can be pre-selected in millimeters. Setting accuracy is 0.1 millimeters, and there is no longer any need for a final stroke. A high degree of suitability for everyday use is vital for efficient workflow. That's why EHRT has made tool changing as simple as possible. The tools are simply fitted together, reducing setup times to a minimum. The success of EHRT bending machines is based on their software, which has been developed in a continuous process over many years and is not only comprehensive but also uniquely easy to operate. PowerBend enables simple and efficient communication to take place between the bending machine and the operator. PowerBend can be learned quickly. Someone new can be taught how to operate it in very little time. All the necessary information to be entered is depicted graphically and requested in a template. Any failure to observe minimum distances is checked at once. Incorrect entries can be rectified at any time. Drawing on a comprehensive stock of values based on experience, PowerBend automatically calculates the flat length of the part to be bent and the exact position of the side stop. Up to 15 successive bending operations can be calculated in a single workpiece, and they are always put through a plausibility check. The user requires 1 minute or less to program the bending of a part. When all the information has been entered, The part to be bent is depicted graphically with all the relevant data such as the flat length and the positions of the stops. All the parameters of a given part can be stored under a specific 24-digit alphanumeric code number and retrieved in seconds. More than 200,000 bent components can be administered in the database. Customers' requirements in respective bending procedures vary a good deal. EHRT offers the right solution for all these different procedures. Their design is modular, so they can be supplemented as necessary as demands grow. The normal bending system with angular measurement. The bending prism is placed against a support. The plug-in bending punch carries out the stroke. The Ubend system with angular measurement. Here, the material is bent round a bending block, which is supported by a swiveling tool brace. The block remains firmly in position. This is the best possible solution for small and tight bends with openings up to 40 millimeters, 1 5/8 of an inch. Edgewise bending with integrated electronic angular measurement and spring back compensation with a maximum performance of up to 60 times 20 millimeters, 2 3/8 by 3/4 of an inch. This is the optimum solution for small and tight bends with openings up to 40 millimeters, 1 5/8 of an inch. EHRT Professional bending machines with their automatic spring-back compensation are unique among bending machines. It has never been this easy to create exact bends in precisely reproducible quality. Thanks to the great flexibility of the system, quality and productivity in bending procedures are more than just words, and that holds true whether it's one piece or a whole production series. 100% precision means that neither time nor material is wasted, and it means the loyalty of the customer in the long term.